Very good morning to all of you. This is our lecture number 15 for the so, previous class. We have seen about the kinematics of the flow, and we have seen the Cartesian coordinate system for the Newtonian and the Lagrangian approach. Also, we have seen the difference between the Euler's and Lagrange approach. The Euler approach is we are observing the flow from the fixed location or frame of reference. It depends on the field description. And Lagrangian approach, we are observing from the particle level, and that's why particle descriptions are there. So that's why these two types of approach are there, and also we have seen the continuous equation for three-dimensional flow. The flow in x and y and z direction. The velocity components are u, v, and w. The velocity components are u, v, and w. Okay. In the Cartesian coordinate system, you have seen that the flow entering from the one side of the area and then leaving from another side. Then the rate of mass flow entering the area, face area is the density in the velocity in x direction and area of A or EF. And then exit from the area BCDG, the same flow rho u into dy into dz. Dz is the area, u is the velocity in the x direction, and rho is the density component. Then the rate of mass flow leaving is BCDG. Then it is nothing but entering from here and exit from the BCDG. So it is in the positive x direction. That's why here is the positive. Rho u dy dx plus rho by dou x of rho u dy dz into dx. Okay, this is the difference between this. Okay, so this is the thickness of fluid flow. In this thickness, we are observing from this point and this point of the same area entering from one side and exit from the another side for the x direction. We have seen here that is 2, and then for another case also you can the net rate of flow gain in the y x direction. You can find out the mass entering and mass rate leaving. So from that you can get this equation number 3, that is rho by dou x, that is rho u into dx dy into dz. Okay. And similarly for the net mass rate of flow in y direction and z direction, we are written, and then we come to a point that that's rho by rho u by dou x plus rho v by dou y plus rho v w by dou z into dx dy dz. It is nothing but your continuity equation in the three-dimensional flow. Okay. Now, if the fluid flow is assumed to be steady and compressible, it means that your rho is constant, density is constant, and there will be no accumulation of mass rate of flow in given field. So it can be written that rho u by dou x plus rho v by dou y plus rho w by dou z is equal to 0. Okay. Differentiable in the continuation for the three-dimensional flow. This equation number 7 is nothing but the continuity equation in the three-dimensional flow, that is rho u by dou x plus rho v by dou y plus rho w by dou z is equal to 0. So this equation we have arrived, and then for two-dimensional flow, so another one dimension is not considered, that is rho u by dou x plus rho v by dou y is equal to 0. Since we are consuming w is equal to 0. For one-dimensional flow, two-dimensional v and w components, we are considering 0. The flow is in the x direction, then the flow dou u by dou x. Okay. So continuation in polar coordinate, you can write down 1 upon r rho v r plus rho by rho v r plus 1 upon rho theta rho by rho theta into rho v theta. Okay. So that is if in compressible flow the v r upon r plus rho v r by rho r plus 1 of r into rho theta by rho v theta by rho theta. Okay. Velocity and acceleration, then we have seen the consider the velocity of the velocity component in x, y, and z direction, that is u, v, w. Okay. Then the resultant velocity is nothing but v is equal to y plus vj plus wk. V is equal to a square plus v square plus m square for the resultant of the velocity component. Similarly, for the acceleration is nothing but in x direction, if you write down ax dou u by dou t, the velocity change in velocity or the rate of change of velocity vector is called as acceleration. So that's why in x direction, if you consider the rate of change of velocity component is u in x direction, so dou u by du by dt is equal to dou u by dou x into dx by dt. That is the velocity u, dx by dt is the velocity u. Okay, the rate of change of displacement is nothing but velocity. The rate of change of displacement is nothing but velocity. Okay, so here I can write down u is equal to dx by dt, dx by dt. Okay, v is equal to dy by dt and w is equal to dz by dt. Because you know that the rate of change of displacement is nothing but your velocity component. Okay, and rate of change of velocity is nothing but your acceleration component. Okay, then we allow in the x four-dimensional component this equation acceleration. The acceleration x in x direction will be dou u by dou t into u dou u by dou x, v dou u by dou y, w dou u by dou z if you are considering in the x direction. Similarly, for the y direction, ay acceleration in the y direction, u into dou v by dou x plus v into dou v by dou y plus w into dou v by dou z plus dou v by dou t. Similarly, for the z direction, you can write down u into dou w by dou x and into dou y. So that is something that the velocity and acceleration component. Then we have how to find the result of acceleration. Okay, so the term with a is equal to under root of ax square plus y square plus az square. This will give you the velocity component in three dimensions, resultant component of acceleration in three dimensions. Okay, and if the steady flow is there, it means that the local acceleration will be zero. The first term is the local acceleration. In this case, you can see is dou u by dou t is nothing but the local acceleration. Here dou u by dou t local acceleration, and here dou w by dou t local acceleration. If this is zero, it means that the flow is steady. And if this dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou u by dou z, if they are equal and they are constant, it means that the flow is steady and uniform. The flow is steady and uniform. So if the flow is steady and uniform, means the convective acceleration is zero. There is two parts in your acceleration field. One is the local acceleration, and the convective acceleration. So in this equation, if you see, so this is the local acceleration. This term dou v by dou t, and this term is with respect to space. They are called as convective acceleration. They are called as convective acceleration. So this we have completed in previous class. Again, based on this, we can solve the example so that you can understand. Today is 5th of October 21. We are going to solve the equation. But before that, I will the basic what is you come to know that is the particle moving in the circular path. This is particle at position P1 here, and this is P2 here. Okay, it is moving in the velocity vector of this V1. Okay, so acceleration of this opposite to that. Okay, which reduces the motion. So if you can say that this AR, if I will write, this is the acceleration component, resultant acceleration component, and is tangent to the.
सर माइक ऑन करो।
Okay. Now I am audible. So
यस
rate
सर।
of change of displacement is the uh, velocity component, and the rate of change of velocity is nothing but acceleration. So due to disturbance, our class are very much disturbed, but we will try to solve. So in our three-dimensional flow, we are come to the acceleration vector Ax is equal to dou u by dou t plus. Third time laptop it is start. Sorry for that. Try to disturbance in the power supply fluctuations. What happening? I don't know. Why it is happening? So you can say that we come to know this
We know that the acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. So dou v by dou t is equal to dou v by dou t plus vx dv by dx, okay, plus vy dou v by dou y plus vz dou v by dou z. है ना? The first part of this our the three-dimensional flow is dou v by dou t, because this four-dimension is space and time component. X, Y, Z, these are the space component. In space, in Cartesian coordinate, X, Y, and Z direction. Similarly, T is the with respect to time, the change of velocity with the time. So dou v by dou t is nothing that it is called as rate of change of velocity with respect to time. It is called as local acceleration. It is called as local acceleration. And Vx dou v by dou x, Vy dou v by dou y, Vz dou v by dou z. This is called as convective acceleration. It is in terms of space coordinates. Okay, so that's why this is called as the acceleration component in the x and z direction. Okay, so based on that we will solve the example. If the term this first term, dou v by dou t, it is 0. Okay. If the term dou v by dou t or dou u by dou t or dou w by dou t, it is 0, it means that uh, the change in velocity with respect to time are called as local acceleration. If uh, the flow, if these are 0, it means that if local acceleration is 0, it means that the flow is steady flow. But if the velocity component in three-dimensional u, v, w are constant, then that convective acceleration become then the convective acceleration becomes, that is dou u by dou x, dou u by is equal to dou u by dou y is equal to dou u by dou z is equal to dou v by dou x, dou v by dou y is equal to dou v by dou z. Okay, is equal to 0. If it is constant, it means ax is equal to 0, ay is equal to 0, and az is equal to 0. It means that the flow is steady and uniform. In such cases, the streamline are straight and parallel. In some cases, the streamlines are it means that uh, the the streamlines are straight and parallel. Now we'll solve the one example. Yes, I am trying to write down. Again, if it is possible, I will share your screen. Sorry for disturbance. This last time I'm again joining. If the problem persists, I will send you on WhatsApp. Okay, please stay. Hoping that the
Problem will
problem will
resolve.
resolve.
Okay, why is I still don't know. So if your oxidation product X is equal to 0, X is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and Az is equal to 0, it means that your flow is steady and uniform. Flow is steady and uniform. Okay. Based on that, we will solve example. We will solve example. I will write from the page number 2. Okay. Write down the example for the velocity field. For the velocity field. For the velocity field, V is equal to Zi plus Yj plus Xj plus Yk. So this is the velocity given Zi plus Xj plus Yk. This is the velocity field given. Obtain the material acceleration vector at the coordinate x is equal to 1, y is equal to 4, and z is equal to 1. So you have to obtain the material acceleration vector at that coordinate, that is x is equal to 1, y is equal to 4, and z is equal to 1. Also obtain राइट डाउन, आप लिखते रहिए, डिस्टर्बेंस कंटिन्यू है. Also obtain the component of acceleration parallel and normal to v. V is the velocity, normal to v at same position. So first we have to velocity field is given, v is equal to zi plus xj plus yk. Okay, so you can write down on your notebook, v is equal to zi plus xj plus yk. This velocity field is given. Okay, it means that the velocity components are u is equal to vx is equal to z, है ना? Okay, zi means in x direction the velocity component is z. V is equal to vy, velocity component in the y direction we are denoted by the v, is equal to x. It is given in our velocity field, and w is equal to vz is equal to y. You can set the yk with k, the velocity component w is there, and w is nothing but y. Okay, then we know that
dou v by dou t, the acceleration field by dt plus vx dou v by dou x we are here vw, that is vx, vy and vz components. So you have to put that value here. No change of velocity is given with respect to I. It means that the local acceleration dou v by dou t is equal to 0. So if I write down the acceleration field, so dv by dt is equal to 0 because dou v by dou t, that is the local acceleration. It is 0. Velocity observed. If u component is z, v component is x, and w component is y, I will write down vx की जगह zi, vy की जगह xk, and vz की जगह यानी w की जगह हमारा yi. So I will write down I plus xj plus yk we got the acceleration field yi plus zj plus xk. Substitute velocity field at x, y, z at the coordinate x is equal to 1, y is equal to 4 and z is equal to 1. If you put the value z is 1, so 1i plus xj, x is 1, 1j plus y is 4, 4k. So this field is which field? This is velocity field. Now similarly you can write down the acceleration field. The acceleration field we find out here. Acceleration field is equal to yi plus zj plus xk. I will put the value here. Acceleration field. Okay. Okay, it is very simple. Now from the vector algebra, the perpendicular and the parallel velocity field equation you can return, and if you write down the acceleration parallel to the velocity, so at is equal to v into dou v by dou t divided by determinant of v. Okay, or you can say that ar, that is resultant of your v. So if you write down, so you know that velocity field is I 1i plus 1j plus 4k. So if you write down in this here, so I plus j plus 4k into bracket dou v by dou t, we can find out that is the acceleration field, and that we have find out here 4i plus 1j plus 1k. It means that 4i plus j plus k. I will write down 4i plus j plus k divided by the resultant of velocity under root of okay, x square plus y square plus, okay, so I can write down here 1 square plus 4 square. So you can write 1i here 4i. So 1i into 4i is 1. It is the vector multiplication. J component is 1 into 1 is 1. 4k and 1k, it is 4 into 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 plus 4 is divided by under root of 1k square 1 रहेगा दोनों, फिर 4k square 16, 1 plus 16 is nothing but under root of 18. We can find out the this acceleration component that is tangent to the velocity vector. So that is nothing but, if you solve, it is coming 2.12 meter per second square. So this is our acceleration component. Then acceleration perpendicular to the velocity. If acceleration is perpendicular to the velocity, मैंने स्टार्टिंग में आपको ये फिगर ड्रॉ करके बताया था कि परपेंडिकुलर टू वेलोसिटी एंड पैरेलल टू वेलोसिटी एक्सेलरेशन कंपोनेंट किस तरह रहता है जब आपका पार्टिकल मूव होता है सर्कुलर पाथ. तो नाउ so it is generally perpendicular means normal to the velocity in under root of determinant of minus a transport square. So a t already we are calculated about. A if you write on under root of the resultant of acceleration, so 4 square plus 1 square, because our acceleration field is 4I plus j plus k, so 4 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, okay, under root of that and whole bracket square minus 2.12 square. If you calculate, so this value will be 18 minus 4.49 under root of 13.5056. It will come the normal component, normal to the velocity component of the acceleration. So if you solve, the value will come 3.68 meter per second square. So likewise, if velocity field is given, so you can find out you can find out the acceleration field, and from the velocity field and acceleration field, you can find out the parallel and normal component of acceleration with respect to the velocity or okay in motion. Now the second example, you can write down example number 2. The velocity field is given by u is equal to minus 3x, y is equal to 2y, and w is equal to z. You have to find out, is this flow is steady? पहला question. दूसरा, it is 2 or 3 dimensional flow. Okay. अगर then you have to compute x, y, z 1, 1, 1 अगर given है the coordinate system. If x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, and z is equal to 1, then you have to find out the velocity field, okay? Then local acceleration you have to find out, and the convective acceleration. All this you will find out from this given example. We'll come to first. We'll write down the velocity field given. Okay, v is equal to, we know that velocity component u is given minus 3x, so minus 3xi, it is minus 3x given, y is given 2y, 2yj, z is given, w is given z, to zk. So this is the velocity field, v is equal to minus 3xi plus 2yj plus zk. The velocity components are u is equal to minus 3x, v is equal to 2y, and w is equal to z. Now you can find out the acceleration field. So acceleration field, you know, dou v by dv by dt is equal to dou v by dou t plus u dou v by dou x, v dou v by dou y, and w dou v by dou z. So you can write down like this also, this equation I am written. You can write down the dou v by dou t, dou v by dou t, you can write down like this also, dou v by dou t plus u dou v by dou x plus v dou v by dou y plus w dou v by dou z. Okay. So this equation you can write down like this also. Okay. Now here you know with respect to time there is no component. Okay. The dou v by dou t is equal to 0. It means that the flow is steady. है ना. पहले क्वेश्चन का आंसर हमारा आ गया. dou v by dt is equal to 0, it means that flow is steady. Now, local acceleration is 0. It means that the flow is steady. Now, acceleration dou v by dt, you can find out. Okay, that is, if you put the value, the velocity and this. Okay, so minus 3x, minus 3x. So 3 into 3, 9, 9xi plus 2 into 2 is 4, 4yj, 1 into 1 is 1, 1zk means zk, so 9xi plus 4yj plus zk. This is the convective acceleration, right? Okay, the flow is three-dimensional. Why flow is three-dimensional? Because the velocity in three-dimensional with respect to time, x, y, and z, three components are given. It means that the flow is three-dimensional. Okay. Now we know the velocity component. V is equal to minus 3xi plus 2yj plus zk. Then you can find out the resultant velocity is nothing but V is equal to, capital V is equal to under root of v square plus small v square plus w square. Put all these value, it will come in under root of 14, that is 3.74 meter per second. 3.74 meter per second. So if you write down here, so you can see this is nothing but the velocity field. The value is, the resultant velocity is 3.474 meter per second. Now you have to find out the acceleration field. So because dou v by dou t, local acceleration will be 0. There is no local acceleration. Then the convective acceleration is equal to 9i plus 4j plus k, this acceleration field. So under root of 9 into 9 is 81, 9 square, plus 4 square is 16, plus 1 square is 1. If you solve this, it will come under root of 98, and under root of 98 is nothing but 9.899. It means that approximately the acceleration is nothing but 9.9 meter per second square. So in the kinematics of flow, with respect to space, because in kinematic of flow, the force causing flow is not considered. Okay, force causing flow is not considered. That's why that's that is there, and the velocity with respect to time is there, and if the velocity is steady, if velocity is not changing, it means that the flow is steady. It means that dou v by dou t is nothing but your 0. Okay, so likewise you have to solve the example. I will share this example to you due to computer connectivity issue. We are not able to properly solve this example, but no issue. You will understand. I will this solved example I will share with you, and inshallah you will easily understand how to solve the how to find out the acceleration and velocity with the fields, velocity field and acceleration field. You know the acceleration field, and you can derive that. Sorry, you know the velocity field. Based on the velocity field, you can derive the acceleration field. You can draw the acceleration field, and from that you can find out the resultant velocity. You can find out the resultant acceleration, and also you can suggest the equation of the flow based on knowing the velocity field and the acceleration field. Thank you for joining today. Too much disturbance are there. I am sorry for that. I will share you the example. Please please solve and try to complete the work. So I am very sorry due to the continuous disturbance, and I will complete this example. I will share on the WhatsApp also and in your Google Classroom also, and try to solve. If you not understand anything, you can come to me, or I will